Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a full face of Chanel, but I'm also going to be talking about the Jardin Imaginaire. I have the shade Light and Berry. So this is newer to me and newer on the market. I believe these are all still available. And then I also just picked up this, which is I don't know where it is, but it is the Le Rouge Duo Ultra Tenue Gloss, and it's in the shade Mary Rose. So that's what I'm wearing right now, and then the rest is stuff that I already own. But yeah, I just wanted to do a full face so I could use the new blush and highlighter duo. And yeah, if you want to see how I got this look and what I think about these products, then just keep watching. Alrighty, so finally I'm doing my Chanel video. I've been talking about this for like months, but I've been a little busy, got married. We will add some like photos and whatever videos we have. We just want to compile them together. So I will post that if anybody's interested. If not, okay, that's cool. So yeah, we're gonna start off, I'll just get right into it, with the Chanel Ultra Le Teint Velvet Blurring Smoothing Effect Foundation. This is Velvet Matte Finish. This is the one here. And I have this in the shade BD21. And so I have my primer on already, which is just the Cali Ray. And this is the shade here. So I've used this in a video already, but we're just gonna try it again. It's just like the tiniest bit yellow, but that's fine because I feel like once I blend it in, it's not super noticeable. What I like about this one is it's matte, but it's also very liquidy, so it's not gonna make your skin feel like, it's not gonna be like heavy on the skin. It just kind of blends seamlessly in, and it doesn't feel cakey or heavy. It's just very liquidy and light, but it still does cover. I mean, there's a teeny tiny bit of redness peeking through, but you can definitely build the coverage up. Like you saw, I had some redness on my chin there. And I feel like I was able to cover most of that. So I started doing a get ready with me video for the wedding when I was doing my makeup. And then I had an absolute eyebrow crisis and I had to redo them like at least 4 times. I think 5 total. I don't know what was happening, but for some reason, I was just having the worst brow day, and I knew that would happen. I'm like, please, just let me have a good brow day. And of course, I did not. But I think it worked out in the end. And then my hair wasn't exactly like I wanted it. I shouldn't have done this, but last minute, I'm like, let's try something different. And I wanted to do it more like sleek and straight, because last time I had it kind of like glam waves with a side part, and I just felt like it was a little too much, a little over the top for me, and I don't curl my hair often, so it didn't feel like me. So what I wanted to do was go a little bit more straight and just curl the ends, and then do it kind of like sleek on top. And for some reason that's not what ended up happening. We ended up doing like the bangs kind of tucked under with the hair over because I didn't want my ears showing. Just because I'm weird about my ears sticking out. But then she curled it like quite a bit. And I don't know, when I had it done and with the bangs tucked back, it just looked like, ugh, too much. I don't know, I didn't like it. And so I untucked the front pieces. So I just had like straight pieces, and then the rest was kind of like a bouffant and then curly. I'll show pictures, but I ended up liking it better that way with the little pieces in the front. Because I don't know, I just felt like naked. But it ended up working out, luckily. Okay, so I'm just gonna go in with a tiny bit more on my forehead. And then I will go on my nose as well. I feel like this brush, I think I've mentioned this before, but I feel like this brush picks up so much product because I usually don't use this much foundation, but for some reason, every time I use this brush, it's like I have to use way more than I normally do because I feel like it just soaks it all up. I'm gonna just go in with a beauty blender on the nose here. Probably gonna go off camera and do my concealer because I don't have a Chanel concealer that I want to use. So I'll let you know what I end up using. But yeah, just going kind of all over the face. Just kind of patting that in. Okay. And nothing is patchy. That's what I love about this foundation. It's not patchy. It's not overly matte. I would say it's like a demi matte because you could see still a tiny bit of sheen. Okay, so I'll go do my concealer and I will be back. All right, so I just did my powder. So I just used the NARS Soft Matte Advanced Perfecting Powder in the shade Cove. And then I used the Charlotte Tilbury, almost hit myself in the face there, Radiant, Beautiful Skin Radiant Concealer in the shade 3.5 Fair. And then the Pat McGrath Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder in Baby Pink. And that's what I've done so far. So I will go in with the Le Beige Healthy Glow Sun Kiss Powder. This is the light coral. I'll use this for my bronzer and probably, oh no, not highlight, just my bronzer. But sometimes I like to mix all the shades together. Let's go in with this big fluffy boy. This is the Sephora number 80 brush. And we'll go in mostly the bronzer, but we're kind of mixing a little bit of the other ones in. Sorry it's so overcast outside right now. This is the first ugly day we've had basically all week, which is great because I was worried that it was going to rain on the wedding day, and we had, even though I know that's good luck, I just didn't want it to happen because we only had one little clear umbrella. It was a little bit overcast, which was kind of nice for pictures because then we weren't like blinded by the sun, so it worked out. I'm excited to get some of the pictures back. Okay, so mixing a little bit of the, I don't want it to be mixed too much with the coral because I want you to be able to see what the blush actually looks like, so I'm trying to go in mostly just with the bronzer. Aren't these earrings cute? They're from Revolve. Saw them on the Bombshell suite. I've talked about her before. Vanessa. I saw them on her Instagram and I thought they were so cute. I'll link them. So yeah, the wedding was very good. We had a couple people who couldn't make it because they were sick and they live out of town. but we were able to luckily fill their spot. My cousin ended up coming in kind of unexpectedly, so that was good. We were able to get him in, which was nice because we could actually, I haven't seen him in so long. And then a friend of my fiance, or my husband, so weird, a friend of my husband's was in town and we didn't know he was here, so he was actually able to come too. So that was so nice that we had people that were able to show up. And we had so many family from out of town, so many people from out of town, which was nice, friends and family. Okay, so I'm gonna go in with the Jardin Imaginaire. This is the blush and highlighter duo in Light and Berry. You know, everything inside of me wanted to get the coral one, but I just have so many coral blushes that I feel like it would have been stupid of me to get another coral blush, but it was beautiful. But yeah, this is what it looks like. I'll show you. So it has little, I guess they're dandelions, is what people have said. Show you what these look like. I wasn't sure about this highlight because it's very iridescent, and that's normally not what I go for, but once it's on, it looks a little different. It doesn't look as iridescent, it kind of just blends with everything. So let's go in with this. I didn't want to do a whole video on this because I didn't get both shades, so I thought, what's the point? So it's pigmented, especially for Chanel. This one definitely has some pigment to it. But you know, I like my blush, so. It's not like over the top. I'm using a fluffier brush. This is one of the Real Techniques, just a Real Techniques blush brush. It's a very pretty shade. And I believe these are still available. Seems like people are kind of calming down on the Chanel launches. I feel like people are getting tired of the limited edition launches, and then everybody goes crazy and then you can't get it, and it's just like frustrating to a lot of people, which I understand. Like, I don't understand why they do the launches in the boutiques, but only at some boutiques and not all of them. Like, if anything, it should be on their website, then in the boutiques later on. I don't know, that's just me. But that is the shade, which I think is very pretty. And now I'll go in with the highlight. There's something that screams 80s to me about this highlight. I don't know. I know a lot of people really like it. It's very like soft and smoothing. And it's pretty, but it's just not what I'm used to. I'm used to like very neutral highlights. But I really like the blush. I did see somebody do, I think it was Miri Vera, do a comparison between this and the Dior blush and highlight duo, and she preferred this one. I think I prefer the Dior just because it's more neutral. But I mean, if you want to see a comparison, I can do that too, if you want to see like a dedicated video. Okay, so we're good for blush. Again, I always put a little bit extra blush, so don't be frightened. And this does come with a brush too. These brushes are actually not that bad. They're kind of decent. So, but the price in Canada, a little outrageous for blush. I don't know. So you get 6.5 grams of product. Okay, so now let's go in with, I'm sorry, I always am like wiping my inner corners of my mouth. I'm gonna do, maybe I'll go do my brows and I will do my nose contour and then I'll be back to do my eyeshadow. Okay, so brows and contour are done. Let's go in with the shadow. So the shadow I'm using today is Clair Obscur number 308. This is what she looks like. Love this one. I haven't used this in a long time, but I absolutely love this one. So let's go in with, I think these two shades here, these two top shades, and we'll go in the crease with both of those. I used to wear this all the time. I just have so many eyeshadows that I need to keep using because I want to use them up, but also this one's always sold out for some reason, probably just because it's such a neutral color story, goes with everything. So I don't want to be without it, but I mean, I do have a billion other eyeshadow palettes. I've been just going hard for the going hard on the Natasha Denona golden palette. I've been using it like every day, pretty much. And then I started using my Smoky Essentials palette also because I totally forgot about it until I did that video. I don't know what's on my eyelid right here. It's like, I think I have a hive or something there. There's a little bump there. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with a deeper shade. And then I'm gonna go all over the lid with that lightest shade. It's kind of like a pinky brown. I don't know if you could tell, like it kind of has a slight pinky tone to it if you look at it very closely. It's kind of like that shade in the Makeup by Mario palette, the neutrals. And for that, I think I'm just gonna straight up use this. You can tell I've used this quite a bit for that shade, and just go all over the lid. And to prime my lid, I just use the REM liquid shadow in the shade Later, which is pretty well this exact shade but liquid version. I just wanted to cover up any of the veining I have on my eyes. I have quite a bit of like little spider veins. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with, I don't know what eyeliner to use. My hair's a little greasy today, so I apologize. I think we're gonna go in with, I don't know, probably just ash, because I feel like ash looks the best with this palette. I don't have actually any Chanel eyeliners, which I don't know how. I was actually gonna get one of those like thicker, you know, they came out with the new shades, but I actually only wanted like a dark brown or like taupey shade. I should have got it, because I would like to try them. It almost looks like an eyeshadow stick. They had a lot of those bright shades come out. I was gonna get the blue one, and then I'm like, really, how often am I going to actually use this? So then I didn't end up getting it. I'm gonna go in with that deepest shade right there and just go over that liner. I have a photo of me and my doggy as my background photo on my phone, and I'm wearing this eyeshadow palette. And I really like that picture of both of us. She's so cute. She's wearing her little sweater in it. Still having a really hard time without her here. It's so quiet and empty, and it just feels like when we're home, we don't want to be home. We've luckily been so busy with wedding stuff that it's distracted us for a little bit, but now it's kind of, oh yeah, back to normal. She's not here. We want to go do, we're not getting another dog like anytime soon, but we want to go do a doggy date with one of the shelters in our city. You can actually take them out for the day and take them for a walk. You can take them to the park. You can take them to your house. You could even, well, was that English? You could even take them for a week at a time. And just to get them out of there. Hopefully I don't fall in love with all of them, which I probably would. But I think it's nice just to get them out of there so then they get away from the cages and the barking. Okay, I don't know what is going on. It looks like there's a hive on my eye and I'm not sure why. But that's what that little bump is, apparently. I did get a new lippy from Chanel when I got that blush. It's this one here. It's very me. It is called Mary Rose. I actually saw Night Star Beauty use this. And it looked so good on her. And it even looked a little more nude on her because she's a little bit deeper skin tone, a little bit of a deeper skin tone than me, and it looked even more like neutral, and it looked so nice on her. She does the best videos. If you haven't seen her, go check her out. It's Maria at Night Star Beauty. She did like all the Dior, basically all the high-end makeup that comes out, like Dior, Chanel. She's on it. She's on all of them. And I guess they were getting them first in, I think she's in New Zealand. They were getting a lot of these things first, especially Dior. They got it very quickly in New Zealand. And so she was on all of the reviews. I think she was the first one that I saw. Which is crazy because I know normally, I think New Zealand and Australia get everything quite late normally. So it's kind of nice for them to be able to get these products quicker. And for some reason, Canada got them before US too, because I think just the blushes and highlights came out. But, or no, the foundation and the contour sticks came out first, I think. I can't remember. Anyways, we got some things before them, which is crazy, because we never do. But it was kind of nice being able to review that Dior stuff before it became so popular. Because, let's face it, in Canada, we're never able to review things before anybody else. If we do get something, it'll usually be online, and it's Sephora, and it comes online at the same time as everyone in the US, but they won't be available in store. They'll mostly just be online for a while first, then in store. Okay, so I'm going to go underneath the eye with pencil brush, and I'm going to use probably this shade here. under the eye. And I don't think I have Chanel mascara. So I'll do my lips and then I'll do my mascara and then come back. Need to buy a new mascara. I'm not sure which one to get. I think I might get the Rare Beauty one again. So yeah, the wedding went pretty well, except a lot of flights delayed, which was stressful. Because some people were coming in the day of. My poor aunt and uncle got delayed. They were supposed to come in at 9 p.m. the night before the wedding. And then they ended up coming in, I think 4 a.m. the day of the wedding, which is terrible. And then all three of them ended up getting sick after because I think it was just, they were all exhausted. Felt so bad. And then some people fell and we were like, oh no. Luckily everyone was okay, but I don't know what happened. It's like, I mean, I guess things can happen at any wedding. You just feel so bad when it's yours and you're like, oh my God, are you okay? But everyone made it. And I'm shocked. I didn't cry as much as I thought I would. I think I was just trying to keep it together because I didn't want to move. I didn't want to ruin my makeup. So I was really trying. There was a time where we both kind of broke down during our vows, but we got it back together real quick. Okay. So that's the eyes. I don't know, I love this palette. I think I went a little darker on this side, so let's just go in with a tiny bit more here. Deepen it up a tiny bit, and then I'll go on, do the lips first, and then we'll do the mascara off camera. And I think let's go in with, haven't used this one in a while, let's go in with Maybelline Gone Greige. Again, I don't have a lip liner by Chanel. I don't know how, but I don't. I've been using Stone from Kylie so much. But I feel I need to switch it up a little bit. Stone, and also this one here, Endless Cacao by Makeup Forever. I've been using those like on repeat. Okay, so this guy, again, this is called Mary Rose, and it's oh my gosh. I can't read that number, but I will link it. So this is what it looks like. It's a dual-ended. Showing all my dry lips here. And I think you're supposed to just like leave it. Don't rub your lips together or anything. Leave it for a hot minute. and then you go in with the gloss. So while I'm waiting for this to dry down a little bit, I'm gonna go in with my mascara and then I'll do the gloss after. Okay, so hair is fixed, mascara's on. Now we're gonna go in with this guy here. This is the gloss on the other end of this. So it's just clear. And it's supposed to just lock in so you can see nothing bled onto this applicator. So it's supposed to just lock everything in. So you should be able to like kiss, whatever, everything, and nothing will come off. A little bit. Maybe I should have waited longer. But I did wait a long time before applying the gloss, so I don't know. But apparently it's very long lasting. I've only tried it I think once before, so I'm not 100% sure on the longevity, but what I did notice, because it's such a light shade, it did kind of collect a little bit there, but I mean that's pretty normal for any like liquid lipstick or anything. Sorry, there we go. But yeah, that is the finished look using mostly all Chanel products. So the only really new thing that I had was the Jardin Imaginaire, and I really like it. The only thing I was kind of whatever about was the highlight, but I think combined they look really pretty together, and I really like it. But I still think I like the Dior just a little bit better because it's just a more neutral color, and that's what I've been into lately. This was me last year, like hot pink, bright pink, like all day, every day. But still very pretty, and I'm happy to have it. But I definitely don't need the other one. I probably would like the other one better, but I don't need it. So I will not be picking that up. And then this is newer to me, but it's not new. And I really like the shade, and I'm happy that I have it. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I think the next video I'll be posting will be the Naked palette comparison, the old one with the new one. I've been using the new one, so I'll wait to give you my opinion on the new one. But hopefully you enjoyed this video, and we will see you soon. Bye.